Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome, how are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. And the topic I want to discuss here today as I walk through the area is having male friends as an expat in the Philippines. Having male friends as an expat in the Philippines. Now, I've been thinking about, the things that I like being over here for the fourth time. This will be a 3-week stay, similar to the others, and things I don't like, like and don't like. However, there's one thing that just never made it on my list for some reason, and it's a good thought, and that is, if you're going to be an expat in the Philippines, even if you have a Filipina wife, then what about having male friends? Is that on your list? Is that something that you see as valuable? Is that something you would like to do? I met with Bill from Philippines On Demand as it starts to sprinkle here, and we had a great time. Went out to lunch and had a great time. He was interviewing Isa, as you can probably see, on his channel, Philippines On Demand, and we had a blast. In fact, they're gonna be coming over soon. I don't know. I can't say tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow, but I don't know when you're gonna see this video. They may have been here already, but it was fun, and I think he enjoys being able to find a Westerner that he can relate to, and relatively nearby. I mean, I don't expect to be living next door to a Westerner, and even if I did, that doesn't mean we would see eye to eye on things. But Bill's a nice guy. Really appreciated that visit. Want to see him again real soon. How important is that? I think it's very important. Usually we consider having a Filipina wife or girlfriend, and we maybe feel like that's the extent of our social needs. And I don't think it's going to work out that way, because maybe we've always had at least one male in our life that we've considered a good friend. And I always have, not many at one time, because being single, it seems like everybody gets married and then they disappear. But I've always had somebody in my life to spend time with, a male friend, often a mentor role. And to come out here and only spend time with Isa would kind of deprive me of someone to talk to, bounce ideas off about our relationship. I think, without griping and complaining, it's helpful to have somebody in your life, another guy that you can talk to about things that maybe you wouldn't talk to your wife about, and maybe shouldn't talk to her about. That could be valuable. Somebody to talk to you about your interests that you may have had in the West. They would be more up on sports, of course, politics, world news, whatever is important to you to talk about. And that's something you might not get from a Filipina wife. So, and then of course you can get together now and then and go somewhere. I think that would really help the relationship. I think it's possible to put so much pressure on the Filipina in the relationship that she would probably want you to go out and spend some time with one of the guys, so that you're not home all the time and maybe getting irritated. I think it's very helpful if you could find a good friend. Maybe you don't need that many, just some, when you're in another country like the Philippines, where I am now and where we're considering retiring in someday. So hopefully Bill and I, 4 or 5 years, will be able to spend some time together, and maybe there'll be other expats in the close area that we could get to know. And who knows, even if it's just getting together once a week and meeting for a short time, I think that's important. I think it's easy to go a long time without ever kind of rubbing shoulders with another Westerner. And so I've not really heard that before be on people's lists for something that's important, you know, having a male friend, a buddy. And I got a message here, see if it goes away. We'll get out of this gentleman's way. At least you can hear them coming. So that's kind of what was on my mind here after my visit with Bill. I thought, am I going to be here the whole time in the Philippines and you know, not have somebody to spend time with? Somebody that's from America, somebody that knows what it's like. I mean, we both went to radio school. You know, we both like sports. That would be something really cool. He was a sportscaster, baseball, basketball, football, and I wanted to be a sportscaster growing up. So we could probably talk for days just on sports. That would be kind of neat. So you might want to at least you know, be open to finding some good male friends while you're settled down in another country. I think it would be good for your wife if you you know, don't have to. Hi there, how are you?
I am fine.
Good, I am too, thank you. So as I was saying, if you had a male friend you could get to, you take some pressure off your wife because she can't relate to you the way a good male friend can. And it's not fair to expect her to be able to relate to you as a guy. She doesn't know what it's like to be a guy. She doesn't know what it's like to grow up in the country you were in. And so I think it would be really awesome if we could have a male friend in the Philippines when we retire. I know people say a lot of the expats they meet are kind of grumpy and all of that, but I'm not saying I know how. I just know from one of Bill's videos, he lives nearby, we discovered, and so we tried to get together, and maybe that's all it takes is some kind of a contact on social media. But it made me think, you know, when I got home, you know, that was fun, but what if you couldn't do that? What if I'm in the Philippines for years and it's just me and my wife, and you know, often the Filipinas being together will speak a different language, and so you kind of get used to that after a while. Kind of miss being able to talk to somebody that you know, speaks your language and can talk to you about different topics. So that was my thought for today. If you can have everything you want in the Philippines, you've got the lower cost of living, you got beautiful scenery, you like the area you live, you got a nice Filipina you're married to, but to really make your retirement experience the best, you know, let me know what you think about this, about finding a male friend, probably somebody about your age. I think it would be a really cool idea. I think the wind might have blown our gate open down there. So that's the topic for today, male friends in the Philippines when you're an expat. This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea.